Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, Space Engineers. Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Quantum Tater. Quantum Tater, say hello. Guys, we are back with economy again, economy two again, economy again two. I don't, whatever. We're back. We're back. And I just want to say that I had a really good idea. So that's why we're back here instead of back in, you know, in the regular series. I do have ideas for that too. Like my brain was percolating, and so I've got some thoughts and some things and some stuff and some other things. So last time, what did we do? We captured this wonderful hunk of crap. Captured is maybe a little bit generous. We claimed this in search of an item for our salvage mission, and we have the salvage mission, and now we got to go back and get parts. Clyde said, "Good job, clean run." Uh, glad Oh, he said, glad you've learned only need to return the requested components for the search contracts. And then, I guess I changed that too. And now I have access to tons of components based on this thing. I can grab all sorts of stuff, although it's fairly far away. 50K is not a short distance. Suggests flat mountain face potential base. With our wonderful, glorious thing over here. It's currently snowing on Mars, as it do. Thanks, Deborah. I just got hit in the face. That's wonderful. Anyways, yeah, that would be a great flat space for a base. If we're looking, this is also not useful. It's not going to protect me in any way, shape, or form. So, yes. So what do we got? What do we got? We've got this wonderful thing over there. You see something in the background over there. That's fine. Chad said, let's see. Recommended adding 1 to 2 large batteries near the rear cargo as a counterweight to stabilize the rover. Let's see what else. Suggest squatting suspension to lift the grid's opposite wheels for ground. For grinding and rebuilding. I understand what you're saying. And then explains which components sell well: high earners, thruster components, gravity components, superconductors. So we've got those. We're stealing those from this ship. And then what else? Bulk sellers, common components, though you may need. I'm gonna get murked. I am. I'm about to die. So we're gonna pause while I read the rest of this. Selling versus keeping components is kind of a strategic thing Chad was talking about, because, like, on the one hand, you want to sell things, but on the other hand, you want money, but you also need components to build things. So got to balance that out. John said, much better start, even with a little bit of cheese, the wheel of cheese at the beginning. Relates my play style. Wait, what did you say? John, I think, also agrees that, like, some of the starter space engineers is really fun. So, like, you run until everything's unlocked, and then you want to start over, because the starting over can be the fun part. And then, not new commenter, but welcome back, Sam. And let's see what you say. To decode, you grind the blueprints. He mentioned using the easy block renaming tool, and like using a format like grid name underscore block name underscore block and number. So, like, I can keep all things I add on as a different, like, if I want to segregate those things. He also mentioned storing, like, spare grids in the service. I know we've talked about the service terminal quite a bit, but he mentioned storing spare grids in the service terminal, like creating like a cargo container with a battery and stuff, and calling it in specifically to, like, store a bunch of stuff in it, and then sending it back into purgatory until you need it. So, like, I don't have to run around with all the parts and components. I do like that. It does feel a little abusey for what I'm specifically trying to do in this playthrough. I like the idea of it, but also because it's part of the mechanics, but it feels a little bit like we're taking advantage of a scenario when instead I should, like, try to figure out how to, like, accommodate and take care of the things that I am trying to do, and not, and pick and choose what parts are important, what parts aren't important, that kind of stuff. But I kind of like the idea. That's a really smart idea. And then he's also talking about planning a solar powered jump drive charger that you can call in, charge up the jump drive, and then put it back away, which is actually pretty useful too for transporting large grids and stuff. I do like that idea. And I guess in lore or in canon, you could be like, all right, I'm moving to England to go live with John. Tater's going to pack up his car and everything and ship it in the car in a cargo container to England so that I will arrive there and then get my car and get to gallivant across the country with Mr. John Bray. That's, I think, so similar to that idea. You could be like, oh, I'm shipping my stuff off to our next location via courier. And then, what would be really cool is if you could, on, like, a live server, you could have, like, courier missions where it's like, this person wants to move this ship to this thing. And so you spawn the ship in, you get temporary access and you have to fly it. You have to navigate it there unscathed. And then when you get there, like you get out of it, they pay you, and then like the ship disappears. That's sort of like a delivery mission, but they take the whole ship. And then you have to arrange transport back. That would be a cool mission. Keen, let me know if you need ideas. I'm an idea man. I've got it. Let's see what else. Service terminal storage, that's the thing you do. So thanks for that, Mr. And that's actually, just so we know, Samuel Towell, but I'm calling you Sam. Let's see, Clyde, Chad, we got Chad done. Let's see, bulk selling components, John. Oh, and John also said he was proud of me. Um, to make sure I fill the cockpit so that I don't leave anything behind, and also so that we're not so back heavy that we do wheelies all the time. But he also was proud of me, and I said thanks, Dad. So that's that. All right, let's run to the okay. Really quick, the other part of this, what you're going to see in about 2 seconds, you're going to see a time lapse of me doing a little rover rework so that I could leave this area safely. That's what you're going to see right about now as I sprint towards the survival kit on my rover. 1, 2, 3. Alrighty, and with that time lapse, we are almost at full health. Look how long. That time lapse took the exact amount of time it took me to restore my health. Now, let's make sure that we're not leaving anything in particular behind in this sweet derelict ship. I think I'm going to take these and these. I'm going to take, what's more important? I think cobalt's harder to get than these, so we're going to take those and that. We can sell those things. Oh, tough call, tough call. Let's see what we can store in here. So, as you can see, we've already got the maximum components stored in. But if you look at our ship, we've got 2 medium cargo containers on the back. She's got herself up a donk now. The rover is girthed up in the rear. We also unlocked regular headlights and taillights. So now I can get in the ship. And now we've got ourselves some headlights. Although they need to be split up a little bit. They're a little what's the word I'm looking for? They're a little too close together, so they're kind of narrow in their display. Also, I'm noticing because okay, let's play a quick game really quick. First, ow, thank you. I've been struck once again by the debris. Let's play a game. Let's take this guy off. And what if we did this? What if we did one up? Ow, thank you for that. And we did one down. Would that give us a better range? I don't know why it's spinning like that. And would that give us? I mean, it's wonky looking here, but from the perspective of this, do we have? No, it didn't really. I mean, it changed the two vertical lines. It did give us better visual, but it didn't do much more than that. So, okay, let's go grab our grids and other stuff. And then the next thing we're going to do, we're going to go back to the base or go back to this trade station. We are going to um, grab these, and this stuff we'll just mark as a potential useful parts later. We're going to get back to the trade station. But this is the rover, yeah. A little bit wide in the back. Definitely more stable. Not the fastest creation in the world. We should probably drive in the right direction. We have an unknown signal this way, though, so we're definitely going to do that. But we should be a little less likely to tip over, although I have no inventory space for that unknown signal, so we're going to ignore it. And we are going to head towards our dear old friends down at the... Well, we don't need that. So let's turn off that salvage transmission site. We don't need any of these sites on. We're going to go to the acquisition drop-off and the compound. That's what we want to do. We want to go to the compound and get ourselves on the road for, making some money. We've now got the ability to put search contract stuff on our vehicles, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to do a couple of search missions. I think Clyde mentioned something about the search missions. Now, the back wheels do have some turning radius. They allow us to turn a little bit, I believe 10%. I also had a really interesting idea, and I don't know if this would work out well, but of putting, my interesting idea was this. What if we put on that's a great view right there of those planets. What if we did, oh, this thing is way too heavy. Is it because the front wheels are the only ones driving right now? I don't know what is going on. But we are, oh yeah, we are in fact not. Okay, I know what to do about this. We need to pause for a second. We need to make sure that our rear wheels, rear 2 and 2, they are propulsion. They are, check. Power, we're going to put this up to 30. We're going to up the strength so that they lift the front end quite a bit. We're going to do 25%. And that should be good for driving the vehicle. That should give us a little bit of forward rake, and that will give us some sweet traction that we need. What I was going to say is, I wonder if, actually I don't know what I was going to say. I think it was something to do with, something. I was going to see if we had access to any new parts outside of the headlights. And I think we're going to go, we need to back up for a second, and we need to go this way. I was thinking about putting some atmospheric thrusters on this bad boy, though. That was what I was thinking. But, all right, I will pick you up when we get closer to the station. I do not plan to detour at all because our inventory is way too full to detour. So, ideally what we do is honestly just go straight there, and we don't mess around. I say that, and then we end up messing around. But if any of that happens, you'll see it here. I should probably turn this on so that I know which way I'm driving. And, yeah, we'll catch you in just a second. Alrighty, and we have driven into the dark with our wonky I have to fix that when I get. In fact, I'll fix that before we go inside the thing. But that's not going to work out too well. I think what we're going to need to do. I had an idea. So one of the ideas I had is that we create a large container. We put that on the ground. We connect it to a connector. That way we can um, very easily words and stuff, and things and stuff. We very easily put our I don't know if I can carry a large grid by itself with a connector on it, but we're going to test really quick outside this. That way we have a place, not necessarily to store all the stuff, but to sell it in bulk. So we can transfer it from the rover to the large grid. I'm also thinking that if we add anything to this rover further, it's going to be some atmospheric thrusters, in addition to probably um, maybe a trailer. I'm thinking a trailer is probably the way I want to go. But first, I'm going to have to do some dumb stuff, mostly in dropping that stuff out of the inventory so that I can grab at least some of these. Um, so first things, let's go ahead and do that. Let's get ourselves some atmospheric thrusters. That's to get going. It's struggling right now. It's on turbo mode. And then what we want to do is let's grab ourselves. Oh, I need what do I need? Let's see if we first I want to see, can we build one of these?
Inventory full.
Let's weld up. Oh man, that computer. I was going to say those computer components are going to be a pain. It's one of those things that you sell your computer components. Guess what happens? You miss out on some stuff. And then we're going to need a connector, which I don't think I have on my bars anywhere. Let's do 3. We'll do connectors. Can I make connectors? I don't even know that I've. Oh, I can. Wonderful. I can only make inset. I can only make this kind. That's good to know. That's okay. I mean, what other kind do you need except for all the other kinds? Let's make sure we're putting this on the wrong side. So first, I need steel plate. Of course I do. Put that there. And let's do boop. The question is, can I lift this? I can. Okay, so, oh, can I? Okay, we need to, first of all, it needs to be out of this thing so I can weld it. That's what we need to do. And then the other thing we're going to need to go in here, and we're going to have to clean up. So some of this stuff, global permissions, trash removal. We're going to suspend trash removal for the time being because I don't want to put power on it. Although I do have those extra batteries. I can pull one of those batteries off if I need to. But we're going to call this the Tater Shop 1000. That's what this is. Okay. And Tater Shop large cargo. There you go. Perfect. Now we can do this. Let's drag this bad boy over here. Let's see if we can't. Oh, lag spike. Don't do that. Oof, this is. Can you throw? Is that a. You can throw, right? Part of me is like, what if I. Alrighty. Let's see if I can get this thing spun about. There we go. Look at that. Okay, so now we can absolutely sell. Let's put those things in there, and we'll go get our rover before it gets blown up out in the storm. I did watch the SC2. Oh, I'm gonna fix this. This is awful. I don't like it. I was like, oh, would I like that? No, I wouldn't. Is the answer to that question. I would not like that. Let's do top and top. That's fine with me. Okay. Um, I watched the SC2 stream and I was like, did I see weather blowing everything around? That's freaking awesome. So, pretty excited about all that stuff today. That was great. Um, let's see. Let's go and park. We'll go get our thruster components as the most important piece of this. These things. I should have more thruster components than that. Did I not take any more than that? Oh, yes, I did. Perfect. Let's go up here. Ow, of course I've been struck by stuff. Let's connect this guy, switch lock, and let's go inside before we get murdered by the storm that apparently followed us here. I love that for me. That's that's what you want. That's what you need. Um, ooh, that one's only 3,000 kilometers away. Good grief. I appreciate it. I appreciate the opportunity to go look for other things. Anything in here? Anything good? I'm not gonna take these if it's not like if it's like a grind. I already have one gun. Do I need another gun? No, I don't need a gun. I don't need a gun. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. Stop trying to get me to get it. Okay. Oh yeah, service contract. Wait. We have the. Oh, is the mission in my? Is the thing in my inventory? That's the question I have for myself. It is. Item search contract. Nope, this is wrong store. This over here. Accepted contract. Salvage. Which one did I have? I've got this guy here. All right. Finish. Character inventory done. Beautiful. Look at that. Now we've got some money. Wait. Why does that feel like that didn't give me very much money? Was that only $100,000 acquisition? Salvage contract 379. Oh my gosh. That's brutal. That is. I don't like that. I don't love it. I'm not happy about it. Okay. What about other salvage contracts? Do we have anything that's close? This is 114. Oh, yeah, that one's perfectly close. 54, that's too far away. I don't want to do another one of those. 121, 101. God, these are all.
Storm.
That's not bad. Well, except that, of course, it's only 145, so of course it's not bad. I'm guessing that is part of the problem. So, okay, let's see if we can sell some superconductors. If we go to the Tater Shop 1000 large cargo container, that has 101. So if we sell 101 of these, they'll buy 100. Oh man, we're about to make some money. That's going to be good. That's going to be good. Sell, sell. I know I should probably save those for something, but we're not gonna. All right, we got 65 thruster components. Will they buy thruster components today? They got metal grids. They'll buy some of those. Thruster components, 28,000 a piece. I've got how many of those? Let's go see how many we've got. I know there's a storm raging out here, and I don't want to get hit in the face. Actually, just as a contract, or not as a contract. Where's the store? I need. Give me your finest snacks. First thing we do, buy a snack and some med kits. Beautiful. We're going to I'm going to go ahead and take one of those, get some health up because we don't want to die when we go out here to handle our business. Nothing in there, as per usual. Jerks. All right, time to get murdered. What do we got? Will they buy missiles? That's a question we should ask. And I really don't want to sell any more metal grids. I don't think. I think I want to keep as many as I can, just because cobalt's hard to get. But let's hide for a second. I do want to put. We're gonna put our healing kits in here, so that's good. And our ramen can also go in here. What are we at food wise? We should be good. Although I am gonna take advantage of this moment. Eat one of those. Keep our food up. I'm trying to stay close to topped up because see what I mean? Immediately punched in the face by a piece of debris. That's what you get. Why is Mars attacking me? Damn it, Mars. Cut it out. Okay. Hey, they want me. I don't want you. You're too far away, friend. Thank you for your troubles, but no. All right, let's go up here. They're playing some music in here. They're jamming out. What? Okay. Store. Let's see what they'll. Do you guys take missiles? Will you buy missiles from me? You won't. You don't have any interest in that, huh? Oh, well, that's disappointing. But you will, from the Tater Shop 1000, take 65 of those boys. Sell all. Man, we've got so much money. Guys, we've just entered into the future. All right, let's buy ourselves a dang ship. I didn't expect to get to this point in this one. So the Bulwark Hauler, this is 2 million buccarinos. We've got we could do the shriek. I don't shriek. How do we feel about that? I don't know how we call it that. We could get ourselves a different rover. I don't want. Um, a T ion fade. That's not atmospheric. This guy is definitely planet ready. I don't really need a warship right this second, but but I could use this bulk freighter, and this brings us into the future. One salvage contract plus some selling of some stuff and we're in the future. What does this thing have on it? The H2 Bulwark Hauler is a compact yet capable cargo vestival. Vestival? What is a vestival? Hydrogen propulsion keeps it fast, powerful, and cost effective. And when speed won't do it, Gatling turrets and forward guns provide both defensive and offensive firepower. Does it come in orange? We're buying this, guys. $2 million. There's no reason not to, although, no, we're nowhere near buying a large grid. I was going to say, although we could get this Horizon Forge, but we are nowhere near that. Um, so I think, yeah, $2 million. Bulwark it is. Sir, give me your finest bulwark. The store list was updated because it was not up to date. That's helpful. Thank you, I think. Um, the Civic Hauler could be great for contracts. We could go cheap this time around. Hall J, oh man, we don't have 44 million. This is the goal. That's the jump drive variant too. No, this is this the jump drive variant? Interplanar air conditioned vehicle J variant does not have much cargo capacity, but is equipped with a jump. Yeah, jump drive. We've got ourselves the mini merchant. This might be better than the bulwark. Let's see. What does this have? Mini merchant is a hydrogen powered ship, perfect for starting trader that doesn't mind a little fuel management. Equipped with 2 medium cargo containers and emergency parachute, this ship hey, is well suited for interplanetary trade and hauling. Okay. Okay. I think I got to be honest, guys, because it's got a large cargo container, or it's got 2 mediums plus that, but the bulwark here, 2 modulars plus a large charge. I'm thinking bulwark. I like the bulwark. The mini merchant looks okay, but the and this went down in price actually. We're getting it on sale. We got ourselves the what do you call it? This is the family discount, family dealer. Boom. We got ourselves one. I'm excited. Let's go. Let's go take a look at it and make sure that it's not just wasting fuel floating aimlessly in the sky. Now, we're going to keep the rover here. I don't have any intention of locking the rover up right this second, primarily because where's my bulwark collar? There it is. Look at her. Oh, she's not. Wait a minute. Oh, this thing's zippy. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, hello, lightning and thunder. There's thunder. Okay. I can already tell you things I want to put on it. I don't think we have camera unlocked. Boom. Okay, we're at 98% fuel. That's not a bad deal. Does this have a camera on it? Camera. It is not. It's got a sound block, which I don't necessarily care for. It does have an event controller, I believe. Wow, it's got tons of event controllers. What do these all do? Um, Cargo field less, equal less. What is this? Galleon turret type 2. Control damage. What is this? Block integrity 0%. Oh, it probably plays a noise. Fuel 10%, 25% plays a noise. Excellent. I'm going to do. What is this? What does it do? Select actions. When broadcast and transmit a message. Okay, I don't care about that so much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reprogram this to be my docking fuel connector. Turn that off. We don't want to be using fuel while we're plugged to the ground. We've got landing gear. Landing gear. We want to get these things. All of them. And we can just make sure that we've got that group on the ground right here. We can do switch lock. Oh, we can't lock here. Okay, that's that. What we do need to do, okay, so large sci-fi thruster. We're gonna, when we look at this, when we look at the bottom, how much do we got? Okay, I don't know that we have 6 downward thrust, but we're gonna turn off one of these. This doesn't need to be, so we're gonna do left is port. So we're gonna do large hydro thruster port. And then we're gonna do that, do this, do that right there, right that, like that, do this. do this. We're going to change this to starboard. And what are we doing there? That is specifically so we can turn one of these off. And it'll probably be the port one that we always turn off. And then I wanted to see, do we have camera unlocked yet? We don't. Damn it. I really want a docking camera, but it's okay. So, and then on here, we're going to do port, toggle on off. And then the other thing we need to do, now this is going to be reverse. Oh. You know what? There's this block renaming tool that Sam was talking about, and I already have it. I don't use it as much as I should. So thruster. We're going to replace name with small hydrogen thrust. Check, and then backwards. 2, 3. We'll do reverse hydro thrust. Check. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to this bar here. We do reverse. And we're going to say on and off. Nope. I don't want that there. And off. And that way we can turn those off when we're cruising so we don't waste as much fuel. Beautiful. Those are the things we needed. Let's go get ourselves some search contracts. We are already cruising for a bruising. Bulwark Callers 9. You guys need a name down below. What's the name? What's the name we want? That's the question that I have. Let's see. Are you kidding? No, it says acquisition drop off. Wait a minute. Open for business. Oh, 9,000. Damn it. I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, it's so close. But it's not at all close. We're gonna do the 72K contract. We already have this contract, and I don't need this on the board. But the 72 contract, we'll do. You're gonna be this color. No, you'll be this color. We're gonna go do that, and yeah, I think. Do I have what's in my inventory? Nothing important. I'm gonna put the missiles away. I don't need those on hand, and I don't think the new ship has a missile thing. And we're not gonna do a search contract. We're gonna do this salvage because we've got this ship. Why wouldn't we go to the salvage container there? So that's the plan. Let's go ahead and grab this. You can have those right there. Thanks, bud. I appreciate your support and all things. Do we want to grab one of those unknown signals that's falling down right now? I think we've got the room for it now because we have ourselves a container. What I want to do, we're going to park that there for a second. I know I feel like I'm squirreling a little bit, but it's only because I'm squirreling a little bit. All right, guys, that's what's happening, and it's okay. Atmo Flatmos. We're going to call this the rovert forward thrust. Replace name. If I could, there we go. Do this. G, bump, on, and off. So we need to get moving. We can. And then what I wanted to do is going to pause here for a second. I thought about getting some cargo out of this, but I don't know if I need to. I've got a gun on me. I should probably take at least one heal pack. Let's be realistic. And then I've got one snack with me. That should be enough. We should be good there. That's all we needed. But this is our survival kit. Man, we didn't plan poorly, but we didn't plan greatly either. Those are words. People say that. That's what people say. I guarantee it. We got ourselves a ton of construction components. That's pretty great. I don't think I have a construction component mission. I didn't see one, but we're going to go ahead and park this guy exactly where we want him to be in here. He's already lighter, which makes him move a little faster. Our survival kit, I guess, is going to spawn us here if bad things happen. Oh, I remember what I was going to do. See, guys? I knew I wasn't crazy. Oh, it's not going to work. Disregard, I am crazy. Let's turn it off. Turn those engines off. Let's get back over here. I might do a solar panel on this bad boy at some point, but oh, look at that wheelie popping. What's this 9,000 kilometers away? Oh, we don't care about this. Yeah. Okay. Let's take our new ship out for a run. We are go for launch. Engines are off. We are in the dark. Does this have lights? It does not. Oh, we're already at max speed. We needn't try to speed. Does it have lights? And it's just, oh, it does. Okay. It's got lights. Sorry, let's get to this contract hauler and we're going to see. That's awesome. Look at that, guys. We're going to get a better screenshot once we get into the light of all the things. I do want to turn off that turret. I don't need it going ham on stuff, although I would like to look at what do we got on here. I definitely think target neutrals is a bad idea, so we're going to keep that off. Target enemy weapons, that's not a bad idea. Enable target locking. I love it. Okay, perfect. I can't imagine a thing that I'd want to do more in terms of, you know what, we'll just do this. We'll do, for the turret, we're going to do a control. We want to make sure that we can look around. This is our camera until we can get a camera. I do appreciate that it has a parachute. Does it have a chute inside? That's the question. Let's do inventory. Check. We got a little bit of ammo. We've got one chute and a blueprint. Why did it come with a blueprint? Storage bin. We already have it. Freight 1, freight 2, cargo crate, storage shelf, storage shelf, lockers. I mean, that's great. I don't think we have some of these things, so that's beautiful. I'm glad that we have it now. I didn't drop this off. That was a mistake on my end. That's okay. We'll get there. All right, I'll pick up when we get a little closer. If something weird happens or fun happens, you'll see it here. Alrighty. At 26 kilos, which is our current weight, 26,000 kilos, 26 tons. At 26 tons, it takes us roughly 20, well, we're not there yet, but it takes us 22% or almost 30, basically 30% to get 30% to make it to 72 kilometers. So why that is important is simply because um, we're having to travel that far, and if we're losing what's going to be closer to 45%, then we need to be prepared. We need to be prepared to, you know what I need to do? I need to check this. Landing gear auto lock off, not used for parking. Connector. Not used for parking, just in case. Anyways, what we need to do is, wow, look at this thing. What do we got here? What do we got? What is this? I think it's a big ass wheel. That's what I think this is. Um, lights. Ooh, we don't have one of these, so we're going to get blast doors unlocked right now. Thank you for that. Um, um, yeah, so, well, anyways, what I was saying is we need to be cognizant of, oh, that's a refinery. Oh, that's a refinery. Oh, shit. Ooh, hatch. We need to be cognizant of things that we need to be cognizant of. What do we got over here? Okay, let's take a look around. We don't know how to get in this ship just yet. I'm guessing it is under there. That's what it is for sure. So, okay. Well then, you know what they say. If at first you don't succeed, grind through everything. Toilet. Um, oh. Hello, custom turret controller. We're going to unlock right now. Thank you. Um, oh, technology I don't have. That's unfortunate. Well, damn. Okay. That's okay. We can access panel. Um, got ourselves, that's inset kitchen, and that's where the item is. Armory's got that stuff. What do we got in here? Let's go ahead and claim this grid. There's no sense in not. Our thruster components are a big must. Got ourselves a blueprint. I love that for me. We're going to grab all this, actually. And let's see if we can't get ourselves... Oh, programmable block.
Inventory full.
Dang it. I'll be back for that. because I want to make sure that. How do we access these? I don't think I know the answer to that. How do we access our cargo containers? There's, um, ah, okay. That's a, that's a, that's a thing that's happening. Okay, so let's do this. What can I? Okay, there's that. That's good. That's good. Okay, let's get these things ground down. So really quick, we got ourselves. This is the freight, so we can pop that out. Maybe. There we go. And then we've got, what is this? This one is, ooh, blast doors. I already learned that. I don't need it, but it's okay. We're going to grind it down anyways. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Um, no sense in that. The kitchen is the block that has the goods, including this food paste. Yum, my favorite. 30%. We could actually eat that now and be okay. So let's go ahead and eat that food paste now. Get some health up, some other things. I'm going to grind this down so we know that I've gotten everything out of it. This thing here, we have this crap which I don't really need, but it's sort of like, do we take it or do we not? I don't know. Let's take the armory, though. We are going to take that. What is it? Oh, that's the refinery. We got to grind that down. We don't know what's in it, but we got to grind it down. So let's go over here, get this stuff thrown in. We're crushing it today. It is interesting that I can deposit everything through that hatch, despite that doesn't make a ton of sense. It's okay. I accept it. I'm trying to see how did they just did a interesting. What a design that they've done here. I feel like there are better places for side thrusts, so we may be redoing some of the side thrusts so that we have access to that cargo a little easier. Not too much easier, but just a little. Um oh, half block that guy. And do this right here. And then this right here. Get ourselves a path up. This is ground down. We don't need anything else from that. What is this? Is that an H2O2 generator? Okay, let's knock this bed out. I don't know if we have an air vent, but we're taking it. I honestly don't plan to keep this for any specific reason. We already have one of those. I don't know if we have this inset button panel, but we do now. We're definitely getting this programmable block. So that's beautiful. Let's go ahead and take this one too, just because it's not doing anything. What are you? What are you? You are what? I know what you are. What are you? Okay. Half block. What are you? Oh, you're just a wheel suspension. Okay, that's not of critical importance. What do we got there? That's a door, and then scientific interior thing. Cut that down. Beautiful. Um, we're just gonna take this block. There's no sense in not take this block too, even though we already have it. Ore detector. I don't think we need because I think we already have it, but we're gonna take it anyways. Ooh, we're gonna take this inset couch block, even though I don't know. Tell you the truth.
Inventory full.
Yeah, inventory full. We're going to overweight this thing, and I can't wait to see if it doesn't fly. And then we'll drop stuff off as we go. The surprising thing is this appears to have been a rover and not a ship, which is okay, except that, um, yeah, do I have toilet? I do. I have the toilet block. I don't need to grind that down. Do I have stairs? Let's see, stairs. I do. Do I have corridor? What is it? Passage? I think it's passage. I do, and I believe I also have corridor. I do. Okay, so we don't need to take any more of that stuff. Let's go ahead and get that light in case that's a thing. I hear something buzzing. That's it. We're taking this.
Inventory
I know.
full.
Inventory full. This is going to be very heavy. I should have. In fact, I'm going to. Yeah, we're going to do that. What am I hearing? Aha! Timer block. Whoop! Solar panels. Oh, I didn't even see that, guys. We are making it in a world where people make it. We are, in fact, making it. Beautiful. Put that there. We've got a refinery, which I don't know that we need, but we have, which is beautiful. Let's go ahead and chop this guy off and this guy. Go ahead. Fall to your doom. Thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate your services.
Energy low.
Oh, your energy low, Suzanne. I got time for you. We're grinding parts. You're asking, what are you doing, Tater? Why are you grinding all this stuff down? I'm just cleaning up some space. I don't need these floating participles. I do hear there is quite a bit beneath this ship that I don't know where's at. Like if we take a look in here, I don't have access to that. If we take a look in here in this block, what am I hearing? Warfare battery. I'm hearing a beacon. AI defense block. That'd be great to get, but I have to find it, and I don't know where that's at. So let's go back to our ship really quick. Let's hop in here, get some energy back, and think about what we've done so far. We're going to take this thing. We've got that in my inventory, right? We've got that. Beautiful. We already have it. I don't need these. We're going to dump them in here. And we can never have too many tools or something. I don't know. It's the pack rat in me. That's the problem. Is I'm like, oh, I definitely have to grind everything down I've ever seen in my life. Otherwise, like, what will happen? Like these construction components, these are important. But are they? No, they're not. But here we are. Here we are. That's the way the tater do. Okay, let's grab some stuff here. Um, we already have this is marked as 72. I want to find where that noise is coming from. Is what I want. All right, guys. Not only look, we've captured quite a bit here. Oh, I'm not going to grind that whole thing down. I thought that was something different. So we got ourselves quite a few blocks. We got the AI controller block. We got some other things. I'm taking these components here. What's priority? I know they'll buy these, and we don't have. Yep. Taking these. This place is marked to be looted. We've got the item we need. We found some ice, and we got ourselves an O2H2 generator. The good news about that, if we look at this here, that means we can put this somewhere. And if we look right here on the back of whatever this block is, we might be able to slap it somewhere useful. I don't know if we want to put one on this, or if we just like that's something we think of later. But we've got some ice. That's the important part here. We've got ice, and ice will be useful at some point. I don't know at what point that point will be. And we also got ourselves a large refinery, O2 generator, which is great. We got some good loot out of this one. This is going to be good. We're going to leave this one here. 72, this guy, we're going to, we'll do this. Done. Or spare parts. This is now spare parts. Turn it off. Same with this guy. Spare parts. If we ever need it, there you go. That's those three things. The dumb thing is these don't come off the grid when you're done. Do they ever leave your thing? Who knows? Nobody knows. But we've got the part we needed. We're going to turn our landing gear unlock. We're going to hopefully take off, and then we're going to get back to the base. I'm not going to stop for that unknown signal. We're going to head towards the compound, and hopefully, my thought is this: I don't know if it's a good idea or not, but we may go to space. Like we may get ourselves to space and drift away because I think we might use less fuel get into space than we would. And if we think about that, if I take the event controller, the ammunition event controller, and I turn this into a top speed thing, and then I set it to get us to space, I can use this event controller to basically flip on and off our engines. I think. Because what is this? This just right now is just doing a broadcast. It's just saying, hey, whatever message 6 is. So if we look at the broadcast controller says in message 6, it's just saying Warning turret ammunition low, which isn't unimportant, but it's not hyper important because I can see my munitions when uh, when I see the things. What do we got over there? Nope, wrong button. We're not going to mess with that. I do love that that spawn. That is new right there. Because if we look that mountain to our right, that is 100% the mountain where the first salvage site is. So the fact that that processing plant, if we tilt this way a little bit, just a wee bit, and I now look through it, their processing plant is new. So that means it's spawned in, which means there's hope that stuff could in fact spawn near the base. Let's get back to the compound. Let's get this thing dropped off, and then we will figure out next steps. I think I could do. I think I could toggle this on and off. I think I could build the thing necessary because I don't know that we have the fuel to make it back. We should. We should have the fuel to make it back, even with we're double the weight now. We're at 25. We're at 50,000. We gained about 24,000 kilos. We're not even loaded for bear because I'm smarter than that. Well, you know. So let me see if I can do this. I'll pick you right back up. Okay, come along with me, if you will. Toggle on off. I've set this orbit event controller to do one thing. Basically, when speed is less than 130, thrust override to 100%. When speed is over 130, turn reverse thrusters off. So, in theory, if I point up and we start heading to space. Now we've broken that threshold. Now it should. There we go. It should blip us every time we get below 130. What do we got right there? Shipping platform. Nice. So this should effectively get us to outer space. At the least amount of fuel, then we can drift to the station in space with no gravity. And yeah. And I believe it's working. And if we can get ourselves to 90, it's a little jostly, but that's okay. Yeah, we are cooking fuel right now. But we should blop, blop, blop. It's just peppering us into orbit. I don't know what orbit is for Mars, but we may kill all of our fuel doing this. That's okay. It's okay. We don't. It's fine. We should be. I mean, we're getting into lighter gravity. Fuel usage has gone down tremendously. So far, this is working. So if you want to know, event controller, what I did is I did orbit. I basically said grid speed change when it is equal or less than 130.65. Select actions, thrust override to 100, thrust override to 0. And it's just blep, 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 blep. Now, in theory, what I would do next is I would take one of the other event controllers and I would say the moment you hit this altitude, you 100% turn off this event controller and you just kill it. But I don't want to use another one of those just yet. I guess the damage integrity event controller could be useful. I don't know, but we're effectively almost to space at this point. We are just shy of the altitude needed. In fact, it's blipping so much less that it's not even registering. We are pointed relatively straight up. Is this the best idea? No. I don't think this was the idea at all. I think the ceiling, by the way, is 20,000 meters, is what altitude is for space. But while it is not maybe the best idea, it is the idea that I had. And I thought to myself, I could get to space and cruise around this planet quicker than I could if I wasn't in space. So there you go. That's my thought. That was my whole thoughts here. Is it a smart idea? I don't know. We'll see. We've got 27% fuel left. That tells me that the distance to 120, like to one of those wrecks, is going to be so much longer. So hopefully those salvage wrecks have fuel attached to them, or I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is there. Or we load for bear and we come in hot and we blow the parachutes and just hope that that takes care of us. 25,000 meters, maybe? It's 20. It's got to be 25,000. I have no idea what the ceiling to Mars is. Anyways, once we get to space, I will cut to getting to the station. I think that's my plan. I just thought you guys might enjoy this exercise in intelligence or futility. I don't know which. Okay, the ceiling is 40,000 feet and some change, apparently. 40. Anyways, after achieving space travel, we finally left Mars. And now the goal is to head towards that station and get there as quickly as possible. Is this the idea that I should have had? No, no, it is not. No, it is not. That's okay. We're just going to slow our ship down in one direction and hopefully not run out of fuel trying to slow down in space. I can't say that this is my best plan yet. I can say that it's definitely going to go one way or the other. I'm not sure that that is the perk that we want, that we hope, but we are finally changing the direction we want. The good news is gravity will do a lot of work once we get to a certain point. So, why am I suffocating? That looked like I was suffocating. What just happened? Okay, let's get to the station as best we can. And then I'll pick you up when we get there. If anything hilarious happens in the in-betweens, I do see those distress signals. Don't worry, fellas, I am not doing that. And we're also not leaving Mars just yet, although I will like to say I'd love to know where the space station is for Mars. I didn't see it pop up when I got up here, so that doesn't mean anything. It just means I didn't see it when we popped up. One other thing, if you guys have been using the bulk freighter, or the bulk, what is this called? Bulwark hauler? If you guys have been using the bulwark hauler and you found that the fuel is lacking, what are the solutions you found to deal with the lacking in fuel? Did you slap a hydrogen O2H2 generator on it? Did you slap extra tanks? Did you just not travel as far as I had to travel? What'd you guys do? Oh, we're back in gravity. That's good news for nobody at all. Anyways, we'll see you in a second. All right, kids, we've drifted through space long enough. It is time for the fun descent into madness. You can see we're already taking a fall. I got us in this direction and we started getting into the gravity and I just turned off dampeners and we're slowly drifting in that direction. If we look at we don't have our angle of, well, it's not showing, but if you look at which direction the ship is going, you would see the dot, if I can find it. Nope, no dots. That's okay. Who needs dots? Dots are for, dots are for the dots. Yeah, we're cruising in. We're just gonna start the process of going towards the planet. We're already going pretty far down. I am gonna like do a little bit of thruster of that in this way because I want to slow us down from our sort of horizontal thrust and start lawn darting towards the planet. That's the plan, and it does have a parachute. Now, I don't think the parachute is set to do any amount of automatic deployment. Anyone can use. Nope, auto deploy is not there. So we'll have to be responsible for deploying ourselves if we need it. But I have faith that we're going to get there with enough fuel to get this thing onto the landing platform. Or it's going to be hilarious and catastrophic. Either way, you know, either way is just what it is. So this is the part of the space engineering that you don't always think about, or maybe everyone does, but me. But I definitely don't think about it. I think this is glorious. This is glorious. I see all these beacons in space. They can all pound sand. I will not be participating in their shenanigans. Because if you allow them to shenan, they will shenan again. And that is just Tater doesn't allow them to shenan. Now, if we point forward with our gun, we can see the target. And the target says lawn dart right there. Just It's like the do target lock, target lock. That's what we're going for right there. We're gonna lawn dart this bad boy. Um, the good news is, like I said, we're using no fuel right now because we are using gravity. Sweet, sweet gravity. Now the bad news is the thrust on this ship is not good enough to pull this thing to a stop. So if we miss the target, if we don't care about this specific unidentified signal because we are not fighting the Factorum today, if we miss, this is just going to be a catastrophic kapow. That's what it is. But I'm here for it. Um, you know, we're not even going to save, guys. Whatever Clang take us. Clang take the wheel. All right, let's speed this up. Time lapse go. All right, boys, here we go. Let's get this ship stopped. Pick up some more speed. God, that bled off 3% just doing that. That's crazy. Lock S foils attack positions. Oh, burn. Oh, shit. We're coming in hot. Oh, we're coming in hot. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Ah, like a glove. Ah. Oh shit. Get on the connector. Do we get right there? You know what I don't have? That was intense. You know what I don't have on this bar though? We don't have this really should be. Let's just do that. And we'll turn off this guy. There we go. That's what you wanted right there. That is not what we wanted. I didn't mean to dive bomb our thing. The bad news is I'm almost positive that we can't carry this with the weight that it's got in it, but let's find out. Excellent show, chaps. Excellent show. Good show, oh chaps. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. All right. Let's fly up. Slowly but surely. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Get up there. Nope. Hey, 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 what are you doing? Dang it. Slow. Slow. Hey. All right. Let's get this thing back to where it was. Nobody saw that. That was a perfect landing. I don't know what you guys are talking about. No bad things happened here. That was flawless in every way, shape, or form. Excellent job. Excellent job, crew. We're going to go ahead and lock this down because we are definitely going to need some fuel. So let's go ahead and do that right there. Get that locked down. And let's go in here. And first, we got to return our thing, make the money that we were so promised, and buy fuel nearly immediately. Is this something we already have? Is that one we already have? Let's see. Oh, fourth. Hello. Yes, Susan. Thank you. You're very cool. Thank you. Appreciate you. Accepted. Salvage contract. We did. Which one was it? 71 kilometers. Finish. Character inventory. Boom. 200,000 buckaroos. We did it. That should be enough to hopefully buy hydrogen. We have it. Character inventory. Bork. Um, large hydrogen tank. What do we need? We're at. Why does it say it's going down? I don't. I don't understand. It shouldn't be going down. We're not currently flying. Let's dump all that in there. We're not currently flying, so it shouldn't be going down at all. Dampers off. Hydrogen. Okay, let's do thrust. All hydrogen thrusters. Not this. These two are groups, so we don't need to put them in that group. All thrust is this guy here. On, off. We shouldn't need to do that, but the thing was going down, and I don't know why. So okay, now let's go in. We'll get that fuel purchased. We made some money. You guys, let me know. Acquisition contract. We still have one of those, but anyways, the hydrogen. Okay, we're buying $400 per 32. They have 32,000 kiloliters. It's not currently going down, although lab hydrogen tank. It is going down. What the? So we need to buy. How many liters? We're buying 32,000 liters. So if I buy 12 liters, what do we? Not all. I don't. That doesn't. No, that's dumb. Let's buy 100. Is this per liter? What are we buying? Let's buy 100 liters. Okay, so there we go. So we can buy 200 liters at 81,000. Buy another 100 liters. That goes to 4. And then if we do all, will it just, no, it won't. It won't. So then 50 liters, or no, 44 liters should get us to close to 100%. And then I got to go disconnect the damn thing because it seems like they're stealing my hydrogen, which is some bullshit. I just paid good money for that gas. It's like the real government. There we go. Switch locked. Why were you going down? That doesn't make any sense. All right. Good enough. Good enough for the government. Good enough for me. Ish. All right. We freaking did it, guys. I don't pretend to be good at the game, but I do pretend to know that we did it. Let's do this right here. You guys, I appreciate you coming along for this journey. If you enjoyed it, there's plenty more where it's coming from. The next episode, I believe, is going to be our standard survival 2026 play series. This is just, I got a hankering to do the economy stuff. Let me know if you guys want to see, like, I could alternate the economy with Space Engineers 2 stuff, or should I just play that my own time until I get a feel of it, and then maybe bring a series to you guys. You let me know what you guys think about that. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about event controllers and all the blocks that they brought in. I'm excited about our bowl caller. We need a name. Give me a name down below, guys. I want something cool, like the lawn dart, maybe the lawn dart. That could be a name. Anyways, I appreciate you guys, and I will catch you later, taters. And as always, be kind and stay ornery. Bye.